Trade cycle. Trade cycle refers to fluctuations in economic activities, especially in employment, output and income, prices, profits, etc. It is the downward and upward movements of GDP. An important feature of the working of a capitalist economy is the existence of alternating periods of prosperity and depression. This is referred to as trade cycles or business cycles. In the words of Keynes, a trade cycle is composed of periods of good trade characterized by rising prices and low unemployment percentages, altering with periods of bad trade characterized by falling prices and high unemployment percentages. Keynes has thus specified two indices, namely prices and unemployment, for measuring the upswing and the downswing of the trade cycles. The phases of a trade cycle. Basically, there are only two phases in a cycle, namely depression and prosperity. Business cycles are characterized by boom in one period and collapse in the subsequent period in the economic activities of a country. These fluctuations in the economic activities are termed as phases of trade cycle. The various phases of a trade cycle may be depression, recovery and expansion, prosperity and recession. Depression. Depression is the lowest phase of trade cycle. A depression is an extreme fall in economic activity that lasts for years rather than just several quarters. It is a protracted period in which business activity in the country is far below the normal. It is characterized by a sharp reduction of production, mass unemployment, falling prices, low wages, and an atmosphere of all-round pessimism and despair. Since the costs are sticky and do not fall as rapidly as prices, the manufacturers suffer huge financial losses. The prices of agricultural commodities and raw materials fall to a great extent than the price of finished manufactured goods. The agriculturists are hit more than the manufacturing classes. Weaker firms are eliminated from the industries. Recovery and expansion. Recovery is the next phase of trade cycle. Every down has an up. The basic thing is that there is a limit to which an economy can go down. When the economy hits the bottom and stays there for some time, it makes the end of pessimism and the beginning of optimism. The reversal begins in the labor market. The widespread of unemployment brings down the wages. The producers anticipated better future offer jobs to some workers here and there. Recovery is the sustained period of improving business activity. During an economic recovery, GDP grows, income rise, and unemployment falls, and as an economy rebounds. The halt in the decrease in price encourages consumers to resume their postponed consumption. Therefore, the demand picks up gradually. Bankers have accumulated idle cash reserve, tried to improve their financial position by lowering the lending rate and by investing their funds in securities and bonds, even if the rate of return is very low. Similar action is taken by private investors. Consequently, stock prices rise and interest rates move downward. Investment pick up, the employment gradually increases. Economic activities get accelerated. As the recovery gathers momentum, some firms plan additional investment, some undertake renovation programs, and some undertake both. These activities generate construction activities in both consumer goods and capital goods sectors. Employment level goes up, wages rise, and consumption expenditure increases. The economy passes through a phase of expansion. Boom or prosperity. The next phase is boom or prosperity. In boom period, the wealth and living standard increases. The economy must promote and sustain diversity, innovation, competition, and entrepreneurship. It is a growth period. According to Professor Haberler, boom or prosperity is a state of affairs in which the real income produced, the real income consumed, and the level of employment are high. There are no idle resources or unemployed workers. During this period, economic activities are at the optimum level and there is no wastage of resources of any kind. The level of wages and prices is high, though wages lag behind prices. The continuance of investment even after the stage of full employment results in a sharp inflationary rise of prices. This causes undue optimism among businessmen and industrialists who make additional investment in the various fields of the economy. This puts additional pressure on the factors of production which are already fully employed, causing a sharp rise in their prices. Soon a situation develops in which the number of jobs exceeds the number of workers available in the market. Such a situation is known as over full employment. Profit touch new heights. Attracted by the rising profit, businessmen and industrialists further increase their capital investment. There is an atmosphere of over optimism all around. Recession. The recession is the stage that follows the peak or boom phase. The demand for goods and services starts declining rapidly and steadily in this phase. Producers do not notice the decrease in demand instantly and go on producing, which creates a situation of excess supply in the market. Prices tend to fall. The boom carries with it the seeds of self-destruction. Bottlenecks begin to appear in the various sectors of the economy. Factors of production become scarce, causing further spurt in their prices. Cost calculations of the businessman and the industrialist are completely upset. Some new hastily set up firms collapse. This makes the businessman overcautious. They now begins to stay away from new projects and even stop the expansion of the existing unit. This prepares a ground for the recession. The boom is followed by a burst. Optimism gives way to pessimism characterized by hesitation and fear on the part of the businessman. Failure of some businessmen forces the bank to withdraw loans from the business enterprises. Building construction slows down and unemployment appears in basic and capital good industries. This initial unemployment then spread to other industries. Unemployment leads to fall in income, expenditure, prices, and profits. A recession starts and it goes on gathering momentum. It finally assumes the shape of depression. This is a diagrammatic representation of business cycle. We start from depression when the level of economic activity, that is, the level of production and employment, is the lowest. The second phase represents the recovery from depression due to the revival of economic activities. The recovery reaches the boom. This stage of prosperity cannot continue indefinitely. The recession or the downswing starts leading to depression. In the diagram, the cyclical fluctuations take place around a growth path. The growth path represents long-run rising trend in economic activity. Then the trade cycle represents short-run trends in economic activities. Then the trade cycle represents short-run trends in the economic activity. However, we cannot say anything definite about the duration or length of the various stages of the trade cycle.